Hello and welcome to Web3 TV. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we're at the Future Sustainability Forum 2024, held here right in the center of Dubai. And joining me right now is Arjun Bohan, CEO of Tenders. Thank you so much for joining me.
Happy to be here, Lisa.
How's your day been so far?
It's been fantastic and a little bit tiring.
I can imagine. I've seen you super busy all day, but I'm really intrigued to know more about Tender and what you're doing and how you're shaping a greener economy.
Yeah, for sure. So Tender is an AI platform. We work with companies in construction, energy, logistics, companies that do a lot of heavy operations. And then we leverage our platform to give them real-time emissions readings on all their operations, but also productivity data and safety data, so they get able to make better decisions.
And I think that's really interesting. And now carbon emissions is becoming a much greater concern for many companies. But how is AI helping companies reduce their carbon emissions?
That's a really good question. So I think AI is a buzzword being thrown around, but we've been using artificial intelligence for a while at Tender. So we're a 6.5-year-old company. And how we use AI for sustainability is creating visibility for our customers on this data. So companies never really knew how much emissions are being generated by their operations. We're using artificial intelligence to extract that data from their operations and make it visible for them, so they're actually able to make decisions that help them reduce their carbon footprint.
Okay. So by using AI, how much more carbon emissions can they reduce?
That's another very interesting question. So to date, we have reduced 200,000 tons of CO2 for our customers over the last 1.5 years. That's roughly equal to about 900,000 trees being planted to offset the same amount of carbon dioxide. But on average, per customer, we see about 20 to 25% reduction in their total greenhouse gases.
And when it comes to more using emerging technologies such as, let's say, blockchain, there are other technologies. Do you see any of these technologies playing a bigger role when it comes to reducing carbon emissions and also within Tendered?
I think all these companies are now starting to collect data. Not all of them are, but slowly the trend is picking up. And now when you have data from these companies that never really had data before, bringing it together in a central repository like a blockchain and making it accessible to maybe peers, or also making it accessible to researchers so they can use this data to drive better decisions, better best practices, I think can be very valuable in the future, but we're still very early days.
And you're working with these industries that do produce a lot of CO2 in the environment. What have been the biggest challenges for them, and how have you done anything to help address that?
The biggest challenge has been people find the data very exciting, very attractive, but they don't know how to use it. And getting them to understand how they can incorporate this data into their day-to-day workflows and actually do something about it and close the loop on this data has been a challenge. And it's also been fun for us because we're also learning how to bring these companies on board and change their way of operating.
And you have many big companies that you've onboarded. I heard Amazon is one of your clients, and you have big companies here.
Our largest investor is actually Saudi Aramco. So Saudi Aramco saw our technology be deployed on one of their projects, and then through an initial conversation with one of their EVPs, eventually turned into a big investment into Tendered. We also have AP Moller, which is a $32 billion family office of the Maersk company in Denmark. They're a big investor. So we have great names backing us and great customers who are using our product. But we're not building this for a single customer. We want to get this technology in the hands of everybody in the industry. And these are some of the largest and biggest industries in the world.
And what's the vision for Tendered now going forward?
I never really wanted to get into the heavy industry like construction, logistics, and mining. But now that I'm in it, my vision would be let's help as many companies change the way they do things so that they can become more efficient. It can be a safer, more sustainable way of operating some of the most critical industries for humanity.
And it's been such a nice day here today, just meeting all these different companies, trying to make our planet better. What are some of the conversations that you've had that have really inspired you or that you would really like to take forward?
Met many people. I met many peers who are also building technologies to enable sustainability and efficiency. I met many companies who can be end users of this technology. I met many end clients who would like to support this ecosystem. So I feel like we met a lot of different people, and I'm looking forward to conversations, going forward and going the mile and actually creating something with all the people we met here.
No, I mean, likewise, I think it's the UAE, there's so much focus on trying to make companies more greener, and there's so many innovations coming from the UAE as well, like Tendered as well. And is there anything else you'd like to share, or is there some information you can give our viewers about how to find Tendered?
Okay, so the information, just my general thoughts is I feel like AI is a buzzword, right? Sustainability is a buzzword, but I think there's real meaningful action being taken in building out AI technologies, and I think people are having sustainability top of mind now. Companies are thinking, okay, how do I just do things in a more safer way for the environment? And I feel these two worlds are colliding, and hopefully they can support each other and progress overall development of humanity as a whole.
Yeah, because AI and sustainability are kind of polar opposites. One, AI tries to help sustainability, but AI also consumes energy.
Right.
So it's about balancing it in a way
Yes.
that it makes it completely sustainable.
Absolutely. Well, I think AI definitely consumes a lot of energy, but I think if leveraged properly, the impact it has is a lot more than the cost it has.
And if somebody wants to reach out to you and get more information about Tendered, what's the best way?
Our website is tendered.com, tenderd.com, and they can reach out to me, Arjun at tendered.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it.
And thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with more interviews, so make sure to stay tuned.